Britain's motorway network stretches for more than 2,000 miles to all four corners of the country. And the place where all roads come together is the Midlands, the hub of the motorway network. Every day, just 20 motorway cops patrol more than 300 miles of motorway looking for criminals and stolen cars.
The observations for the Silver Lagoon, it's travelling on the A456 from Hackney towards Kidderminster.
Stolen yesterday with keys.
Your criminals are using the motorway because it's a quick, easy access. They can get from A to B very, very quickly.
Give me some blues.
Yeah, you're on.
Stopping criminals is what PC's Dan Griffiths and Adam Toll signed up for.
I've always wanted to be in traffic. You watch the programmes when you're a kid and you think, oh, I'd love to do that, you know, and you see these car chases.
But chasing down criminals safely takes years of experience.
I'm an advanced driver now. I've obviously been trained to drive at high speeds. That was one of the things that attracted me to the motorway, and to be a traffic cop has been able to drive highly tuned, high-performance cars.
The car they're trying to catch has just been seen a few miles off the motorway.
It's an outstanding stolen vehicle, stolen yesterday by means of a burglary. Someone's gone into somebody's house, stolen the keys and made off with their vehicle. So we're going to go and have a look in the location where it was spotted. There's some high-valued properties down that area into the £1 million value, which are quite ripe for burglaries.
It's now heading to Hagley, west of Birmingham, just minutes from the M6. PC Toll knows the area well.
Go left, yep, go left, mate. And what I'm thinking is going to sit up on the split where the petrol station is there.
PC Griffiths has the job they all want.
Naturally, when you get involved in a pursuit, you want to be the one in the driver's seat. More often than not, it's always Adam.
The problem is, he's only been in one pursuit before.
His first pursuit lasted about 10 seconds, and unfortunately, we lost the driver of that one.
It's 10 minutes now, 11 minutes, and I think he would have been up this way.
No, it's gone this way, it's gone down here. The cameras are just down here.
The car was caught on CCTV as it went through the junction. PC Toll has a plan to wait and see if it reappears.
Yeah, just for information. We've had a search around the area. We're going to sit up at the Cross Keys, which is a Shell petrol station in Hagley, just in case it does come back over. Anywhere sit around here, mate.
The petrol forecourt was ideally positioned. There was traffic coming in 3 different directions, so we could basically sit up on the forecourt and we could see traffic coming towards us, going away from us, and also coming from the right-hand side.
Pop in the garage and park up just there, mate.
We're going to have this today, mate.
Or even park up just there, be quite nice.
With the vehicle having been circulated in that area, there was a good chance it was going to come that way.
Spot on here now, you can clock everything that's coming down here, dude.
However, sometimes the desire to catch criminals must give way to the call of nature.
Then we're going to go another one. Dan will have you believe that I've got a weak bladder. Unfortunately, I'm always the one that says, can we stop? I need to stop. So he's forever taking the mickey out of me. You know what'll happen?
Yeah, I'm going to have to leave you, mate.
You leave me, I'll kill you.
I'll fucking leave you, mate. Move to dust.
It's always the same. Whenever you're doing something, something always comes by. And it just happens to be a stolen car.
One three. Get in, quick, get in. Get in.
That one? Yeah.
It's there.
Sure.
100%.
Yeah, 1-3. I think we've got the vehicle. It's just gone into Hurren's garden centre over.
I think he's gone into the garden centre to try and shake us off. He wants to see whether we're following him. Where's he gone, lad? Where's he gone?
There it is. As I've got out of the vehicle, I've seen the reverse lights come on. Knew straight away what was going to happen. Yeah, vehicles rammed us.
That's not the actions of a normal member of the public. That's a person who's made a determined effort to get away. He wants the pursuit and we're there to try and bring it to a safe conclusion.
But the car thief has a head start.
1313, YK. We've got vehicle failing to stop. Vehicle has made contact with our vehicle. We are now going Hagley Road out of Kidderminster towards the Cross Keys. Vehicle is 60. It's safe to continue.
While PC Griffiths tries to catch him up, PC Toll calls for backup.
Okay, a vehicle near side road. He's going Hagley into Hagley at the moment. The vehicle is now 60 in a 40 mph speed limit. Offside of the road, he's braking. He's turned right to Park Road through a red ATS. Speed is now 30. Have we got helicopter support, please?
Yeah, we're trying to get that.
The cops have a problem. Their car is built for the motorways, not suburban speed bumps. PC Griffiths is having trouble keeping up.
Yeah, 1-3, we're on West Mercia 1, bin commentary.
I want to catch this person, and it is so frustrating when you see someone disappearing into the distance, and there's not a lot you can do about it.
He's gone left. Yeah, 1-3, we've lost sight. We've got two other patrols ahead of us now. He's gone towards Birmingham on the A491. Stand by.
Let's get back up there, mate.
It's quite frustrating once that happens. You're with the car, you've sighted it, you're the one that's picked it up. You want to catch that car. You want to be the one to get the arrest.
While they continue the chase, 20 miles east near Birmingham Spaghetti Junction, PC's Jan Sheargold and Billy Cotton are looking for another car that's been reported stolen.
There's a VW Golf, grey in colour, keeps going in and out of city. It's an ex-employee of a company who's failed to return it to his employer, and it's been reported as being stolen, and he lives in the Erdington area.
PC Sheargold is an old hand at catching car criminals.
I've been a motorway cop for the last quarter of a century. Sounds awful, but that's it, the truth.
We don't normally work down here when it's daylight. We normally only come down in the dark, don't we? Like little moles.
I can't say that there is anything that has really shocked me, because being a police officer, you're there to expect the unexpected.
Once again, it's a case of waiting for the car to come to them. And it doesn't take long.
The grey Colt exiting lane 3. Any mobile response?
Is that it? That's it.
From 3-3, we're behind it on the just leaving the junction now towards the residential area into the 30s.
As the car heads off the motorway, the cops decide to pull it over.
3-3, we're going to signal it to stop near Hillary's Road junction. The driver's given us the thumbs up and he's pulling into Holden Close Gravelly Court flat complex.
This driver is stopping, not the usual actions of a car thief.
It's a dead end and he's stopped into the car park. Hello there. Just need to speak to you about your driving and the use of your car for a minute. This side, please.
Hi, this way, please, sir.
Backup has arrived, but is so far not needed.
We've had a report from, I guess, your employer to the effect that the car is stolen because it's not been returned to them.
Oh, it's not stolen, because they owe me £2,000.
Anyway, I've got to caution you, tell you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you fail to mention when questioned anything which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
His ex-employers say he's taken the car, but the man has a different story.
I mean, the car was given to me by Eon. Okay, they owed me £2,000. So it's £317. They've sent me the invoice. I've got invoices at my house now. So my house is just round the corner. Yeah, so I could show you the invoices that I've got from Eon Cars. So there's no way that they can be saying that I've stolen the car. And if that's what you've stopped me for, I can clear it up with you right this minute with the invoices I've got in my house, because that will basically show you that I'm being billed directly from the car company that I've hired it from.
There's always two sides to a story. PC Sharegold has to check who's right.
The gentleman that's driving it says that he's actually personally paying the money to the hire company himself because his employers stopped paying it. And he's got invoices to prove it, so I just wanted to know when it had been reported stolen, who by. Yeah. Cheers.
Can I have a chance to show you the invoices then, please? Can I just get the invoices?
Can I just say something, darling? I've just spoken to them on the phone, and Eurocar have been to Queen's Road this morning at 3 minutes to 11 and reported the car stolen.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're...
Yes, I know, but that's all the information that we can act on. So we're going to go to Queen's Road, where the officers are dealing with it, and they'll be able to sort it out.
So I've got to go to a police station? For how long?
Yeah, can we have custody for one, please?
You're being arrested for the theft of the vehicle.
I haven't stolen anything, mate.
He then started to get agitated when he realised that we were contemplating arresting him for theft on suspicion of theft of the motor vehicle.
Can I get my phone out of the car, please?
And we can't go in the car.
Where it is then, it's just there. Can I just get my phone out of the car, please?
Officer here, we'll get the phone.
It's just there at the top of the thing up there, mate.
All right.
This is nightmare. I'm not running out the car, mate. I'm not stupid. I'm not a criminal, mate.
Do your window up, please.
I haven't got a criminal mind, mate.
When you tell any person that they're under arrest, you know, there's no guarantee of how they're going to react.
I'm not going to run out the window or nothing, you know.
But in all my 29 years of service, I have never ever seen anybody who has been told they're under arrest react the way that that gentleman did.
Take my keys, take my belt, take my trousers, just take my lot, man.
Your phone?
Yes, please.
I'll leave it in my office.
No, I'll leave it with her, mate, because I ain't going to able to get call, am I? Just take the lot, man. I'm so stupid. Take everything, mate. There you go.
Thank you.
You got nothing to search me for then, have you?
I thought he would just stop at his shoes and socks and his belt, but obviously he was trying to make a point, and he decided that we could have it all.
There you go, so you can know that I ain't got no drugs or tools on me, yeah? Sweet.
As one suspect bears all, 20 miles west, another is nowhere to be seen. PC's Griffiths and Toll are still hunting for the stolen McGann, which slipped their grasp.
We've got a pursuit going on. It's in Stourbridge Town Centre at the moment. If you've got any traffic cars around.
But the motorway cops are having trouble finding their colleagues, who are still chasing the car.
Yeah, from what they're saying, it's stepping stones, wherever that is at the moment. We've lost sight of the vehicle. There was a Zulu car in front of us that was pursuing over. I don't know where it is, Dan. I don't know where it is, bud. I have no idea, mate. Don't know.
The news from the control room is not good. The pursuit has become too dangerous to continue.
Officers no longer with it. We're just going to monitor the radio.
All cars are called off. The thief has got away.
No, mate.
At that point, the threat to life far exceeds any attempt to try and stop him. I thought the only resolution to that pursuit was he was going to crash. And I'm glad he didn't. He would have possibly killed himself, or even worse, would have killed an innocent member of the public.
I've been in a fatal pursuit where we've pursued a vehicle and the car's crashed and unfortunately someone's lost their life. That situation is a horrible situation to be in, and I wouldn't want that on my worst enemy. Seeing somebody lose their life, doesn't matter whether they're a criminal or a normal member of the public, at the end of the day it's still a life.
Within minutes, the control room has more news.
We had to confirm 22 Malvern Avenue, vehicle insecure.
One of the local patrols actually found the vehicle parked up in a side street, not far from Stourbridge Town Centre. It's nice round here, isn't it?
Yeah, he's in one of these houses, mate, watching out what's going on. These criminals are like homing beacons. They'll always try and go back to where they know, because they know it's like the back of the hand, isn't it?
They've found the car, but there's no sign of the thief.
Hopefully he's left some trace of himself in the vehicle, whether it's DNA or fingerprints. Chances are he's well known to police, and if he is, then we'll pick him up, hopefully, via some sort of forensic evidence. If he's identified from that, we'll obviously go and locate him and arrest him and bring him in.
But for PC Griffiths, it's not just the criminal that he's lost. Some of his pride has gone too.
It's always in the back of your mind, if you let this person get away, you're going to have, you know, the mickey taken out of you when you get back to the nick from the rest of the shift.
At least you had a proper pursuit now, bud. You're not a virgin anymore. Woohoo! He's had a bit of ribbing over the fact that it's another one that got away. So, bless him, he's driving superb. He really is a good driver. Just needs to catch them.
Back near Spaghetti Junction, the man stopped by PC's sheer golden cotton is now taking things to another level.
Leave your trousers on,
It's all right,
please.
mate. I don't want you to think I'm f***ing down here doing anything wrong. There you go. So you're all right now? You feel more comfortable? Big black guy in the back of your car, no clothes on. There you go.
I've seen some very strange behaviour in my time, but never in the back of the police car where somebody does the full Monty.
There you go, sir. You feel safer now?
I didn't feel threatened in the
That's all
first
right. Well,
place.
you come in the back of the car, ain't you?
Queen's Road then?
I think it was just all his frustration was just coming out at that point, and he was just trying to let everybody know, I ain't happy. And if you're going to treat me as a criminal, then I'm going to behave like one. But I don't know which book he'd read or which film he'd seen where the criminal, when the police officer says you're under arrest, takes their clothes off. I don't know where. I haven't seen that film. But if he's starring in it, then perhaps I might watch it.
You don't understand. I can't deal with police, all right? I can't deal with them, can't handle them. I don't get myself into trouble at work. I do everything legally. I got girlfriends, she me off. I don't go around the house and make up any trouble because I know that's going to be a police matter. I stop in my house and keep myself cool. I mentally cannot handle people telling me and trapping me so I can't move around. If I was a criminal, I'd be like, this all right, boss, yes, Sam, boss, you want a cup of tea and all that when you get down there, sweet boss. I'd be happy as Larry because I'm used to the f***ing situation. I'm not used to this problem. I do everything in my power not to get myself into trouble. I prefer to sit down in the car than in the police cell. Don't like police cells.
The journey to the police station does little to calm the driver down.
I ain't coming out of here, I tell you now. I do jiu-jitsu, I know how to strap myself around this car. I ain't going nowhere. You're gonna have to break your arms to get me out of this car.
PC Cotton has to try to get the man out, dressed or undressed.
Welcome to Queen's Road Police Station. I'll have to ask you to get out the car now, please.
I ain't got no clothes on, mate.
Well, put your clothes on, then you can come out.
So I'm allowed to put my clothes on?
Yes.
That's very kind, mate.
We don't want to make anything more difficult.
As long
than
as
is
you're happy,
necessary.
I ain't got nothing concealed, mate, and you ain't gonna start going on all stupid thinking I've got something concealed.
Well,
and
why
all
would
telling
we-
you.
why would we
because,
wanna
mate,
do
you're
that?
treating me like a criminal, mate. All I want to do was get my bags out the car so that they wouldn't take my CDs. That's all. That's all, mate. Nothing else.
I'm fortunate enough to work with a very good people person, PC Cotton, and 9 times out of 10, he can gel with these people and talk to them at their level, and so we never seem to have any particular problem.
You are a very good. This guy here is a star, man. I tell you, he's a star police
He likes
officer.
people.
He's a star, and for that reason, man, I ain't gonna give you no trouble. But you are a star, sir. You're a star for the police force, and you're a star for your family, man.
He paid compliment to my patience and my ability to wait and deal with the situation calmly. I think it's something that, as a police officer, you learn over the years. Sometimes you just got to be patient.
After you, mate, you want to start me the way today? I feel safe with you, mate.
Good, I'm glad, thank you.
PC Cotton's patience has paid off. The driver, now fully dressed, has finally agreed to sort out the dispute with his ex-employers.
It made a very ordinary day much more interesting, because sometimes it's nice that I get the chance to have a look at some eye candy as opposed to the guys that I normally work with.
It's not only cars that keep the motorway cops busy. Vans and lorries carry 5 million tonnes of goods up and down the network every day. But while the drivers take a break, organised gangs of thieves are targeting their vehicles. PC Richard Elliott and Stuart Bullard are at Hilton Park service station on the M6, responding to a report of a lorry which has been broken into.
This crime's become much more prevalent over the last few years. A lot of vehicles are loaded now by forklift. In order to do that, you need the curtains on the vehicles to be drawn back to load the vehicle, but it also means, obviously, they've got extremely vulnerable sides to them.
They've cut the curtains, and that's the remnants of it down there. Then they've just offloaded it by hand.
They'd made a right mess of his curtain side. It's one of the worst ones I've seen. Normally it's just a little square in the side. This one, they'd cut half his curtain side out, I think, together with the whole back of it.
We're going to get it all strapped up so it's not flapping about, and make sure he's not distracting any other drivers before he goes from here. Yeah, cut the flap off here. I'm going to...
What, this flap here?
Just lift straight across.
The gang has got away with hundreds of boxes of disposable nappies.
The team will have come out with the intention of stealing from a wagon, and it's just chance if they find one that there's something on it. They won't have targeted it specifically, knowing what was on it. They'll have a look in and then take it if it's worth it.
It's one of Britain's fastest growing crimes.
It is a criminal act, and quite a serious criminal act, because people are losing a lot of value in these loads, and somebody sooner or later picks up the price of that, and that's to you or I in the price we pay for goods. It's no different to shoplifting or any other theft.
Last year, £56 million worth of goods were stolen off the back of a lorry.
Easy money, easy money.
But catching these criminal gangs is often down to luck.
Well, we do nick them occasionally. You need to catch them in the act though, or with the goods on board, so you just keep dropping on the lorry parts throughout the night in the hope that you catch him, or that a driver wakes up and alerts you to the fact.
In Stourbridge, the search for the man in the stolen Renault Megane is continuing.
Do you want the Echo-On's crime?
Yes, please, yeah.
PC Griffiths is trying to track him down through forensic evidence. He's determined to get an arrest.
I did take a personal interest in the job. No police officer likes to see a criminal get away in a pursuit situation. Certainly one such as this with his driving, I felt that the driver needed to be identified and brought to justice.
The search is painstaking.
I was hoping that she'd be able to identify something to catch the offender. Using that, I'd then go and knock on his door and arrest him.
The car has got a lot of marks on it, smudges and what were wet patches that have dried on the car, but it's got no fingerprints, unfortunately.
With no evidence, it looks like his car thief has got away with it. Again.
It is frustrating again. It's another blow, really. But these people come again, and I'm sure he will. They always do.
Meanwhile, his partner, PC Toll, is back out on the trail of another car thief.
Mike Alpha to Mike Alpha Mobile, they code 1, M6 northbound 485 in lane 2. They've got stall at Nova Merrick in red.
Stolen coming up this way. The vehicle was a matter of miles away from where I was. I couldn't have been in a more perfect position, really.
The car was stolen from Sussex just a few hours ago and is using the M6 to head north.
It's good on this, mate. Stolen today. Your criminals don't necessarily commit crime in their own backyard. They'll go and travel somewhere else to go and commit the crime because they're not known anywhere else. OK, the vehicle's committed through junction 6 now, so it'll be with us very, very soon. Just trying to keep a lookout for it now. It's just approaching now. The vehicle's just in lane 2 now. Yeah, vehicle lane 2, speed 60 mph. Looks like one occupant and possibly one occupant lying down in the vehicle. We're 1 mile board now for junction 7. We've got another car with us now. Should we go for a room 4 stop?
The plan is to use 3 police cars to surround the stolen car, slowing it down to a halt. PC Toll is in charge.
Yeah, Vanessa, do you want to come to the side, Nige? Do you want to go to the front?
It's a dangerous manoeuvre. luckily, this thief is coming quietly.
Hey chap, can you get out of the vehicle for me, please?
PC Toll's information is correct. The car has been hotwired.
I can see from the ignition in there as well that there's damage to it, therefore you're currently under arrest on suspicion of theft of motor vehicle. Got a stolen car back that was stolen hours previously, and 2 nice Liverpudlian lads in custody for a theft of motor vehicle. So everyone's a winner.
I've been arrested for
theft of motor vehicle. Well, oh yeah. It's a nicked car, mate.
Well, I bought it, me.
Did you?
Night, yeah.
Well, all the ignition has all been damaged.
He's just said he told me he just lost the key.
But PC Toll is not convinced.
If I was going to go and buy a car off somebody who hadn't got a key and all the wires are hanging down, I'd be a little bit sus about that one. No, I didn't believe the story he was giving me. I think he was trying to throw me up there with the flying pig.
As the sun sets on the Midlands, a new shift begins. Tonight, motorway cops PC Gary Williams and Angus Nairn are out in an unmarked car.
We tend to look for drink drivers more than anything at night time, especially on the motorway. The biggest majority of collisions that occur at night when it's a single vehicle accident happen to be drink drivers 9 times out of 10. One of my pet hates is drink drivers. They come just above car thieves or burglars, who are just above murderers and rapists and other things. I'll go out and look for them, and if I can catch them, then I get quite a bit of satisfaction of getting a drink driver.
It's PC Nairn's lucky night.
The highways have picked up a pedestrian on the M42 with a fuel can. They've taken him to Hopwood Services. He's filled up his fuel can at Hopwood, and they've now taken him back to his broken down car, but he smells of alcohol, so they believe he's a drink driver. So they're on the way back to drop him off at the car just now. We'll take a run by and see if the car's there, and then wait. We couldn't technically stop them and breathalyze them because they'd committed no offence as far as we were concerned. As far as the police were concerned, they've done nothing wrong. They've broken down, they've run out of petrol, they've just gone to get petrol and come back again.
I assume that's his car then?
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah, we've passed the car. They see the haters are turning at junction 1 just now, so we're going to wait just prior to 2 and see if it comes past us.
Once more, the motorway cops sit and wait for their target to come past.
Oh, there's one man.
I was going to say that's him, isn't it?
But PC Nairn needs a reason to stop the driver.
He's not using any indicators to change lanes right enough. And again, he's going to exit and no signals. And by the look of it, he's not wearing a seatbelt either, the driver. Well, that in itself is an offence, and that's a reason to stop the vehicle. Don't think he'll be expecting us to join him anyway. Hey, young man.
You're right.
Any reason why you're not wearing a seatbelt?
I just took it off.
Well, followed you and you don't have a seatbelt on, I can see it through the back.
Mate, buzzes when I don't. Sorry. I've just broke down 2 miles down here. Traffic officers come and pick me up.
Uh-huh.
And if I didn't put it on, I am really, really sorry. Because that buzzes up.
You didn't have a seatbelt on when you come up the slip road. We've followed you up and you can clearly see you didn't have a seatbelt on. So that's still in the carriageway and you're not wearing a seatbelt.
Well, I'm pretty sure I was.
Right. Don't bother with that now. Come take a wee seat in the car just to speak to you for a minute.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm great.
Well, you were.
No, I've just broke down once. Come on.
You had a drink tonight?
Nope.
No? Nothing at all?
No.
Got strong aftershave on?
What?
Got stronger aftershave on?
No, mouthwash, that's it.
Mouthwash. How long ago did you have that?
About half an hour ago.
Right.
I can smell alcohol.
I can smell. So, did you have a good bender last night or something? Or?
No.
Okay. Well, it certainly smells something. I mean, I don't know if it's whether aftershave or alcohol or what. So as a result of that, what we're going to do is carry out what's called a roadside breath test procedure.
Yeah, no problem.
Have you done one before?
Yeah.
Okay, so in your own time, nice and relaxed, good deep breath. Just blow through that until I tell it to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, that's it, wait. Right. It's still climbing, it's gone to red.
Make Alpha Oscar Tango 96 over.
Okay, so at this stage, I have to tell you that you're under arrest on suspicion of driving whilst being over the limit.
You can drive my car.
Alcohol.
Okay. You can drive my car.
There's good reason why the motorway cops treat drink driving seriously.
As a family liaison officer, I have in the past had to go and knock people's door and say, I'm sorry, but you know, your husband or your sister or your mum is dead because they've been killed by a drink driver. And that is an extremely unpleasant thing to have to go and do.
The driver is being taken to Hopwood Police Station to face a second breath test. In the small hours of the morning, the number of cars and lorries on the motorway network tails off. At Stafford services on the M6, dozens of lorries are parked up for the night. But as their drivers take a well-earned rest, the motorway cops know others are at work.
They're going to be in the darkened area, mate, which is...
Yeah.
PC Andy Morris and Bill Ashton are investigating reports of suspicious activity.
The informant is ringing from a blue Arctic with DSV on the side of this. The offenders are still at the scene where this vehicle is being attacked. It's an Iveco Ford white skirt inside.
The cops' unmarked car may help them sneak up on the thieves.
Here it is, yeah?
Yeah, we're with him and the offending vehicles here as well, parked up.
Evidence of a theft is all around them.
Mick, they're on foot somewhere. They're doing this vehicle.
Doing this vehicle?
Yeah. There's stuff on the back somewhere, so they're on foot around here somewhere.
Where the hell's he going to be?
The gang may still be around.
Well, when I come around the corner, somebody legged it right up that way, but that was just as I was coming. I've been here about 5 minutes, so...
I appreciate it's dark. Can you describe them at all or not?
No, it was just all in black. Just went straight up that way, so... Shot
that was
right in front of the truck.
On his own?
Yeah, just a guy on his own. So, sorry about that.
No, thank you. Cheers.
The cops have found the lorry which has been attacked.
Well, this is half empty though, mate, isn't it?
I know, yeah, appreciate that. But...
I think they've been nabbing this off this one.
Yeah.
So we'll wipe this bloke up here. Is he French?
Yeah, we think so. We're just trying to arouse the French lorry driver, which is next to it. His has been slashed and is partially empty. If we can... Morning, police.
Do you speak English?
Yes.
Do you?
Understand.
A little.
Somebody cut your side, yeah, and take boxes. Boxes gone.
PC Ashton checks the identity of the lorry with the goods on board.
This is a stolen vehicle.
Iveco Ford, stolen from Premier Wheels Direct, Knowsley, on the 21st of April, received.
Yeah, received, thanks. Obviously, this is the offender's vehicle then.
It was stolen from Liverpool a few weeks ago. The gang were loading boxes onto it until they were disturbed.
Is it much gone? Many gone?
He was now.
Yeah.
Was there many more?
This way. Oh,
it's okay. When they jump on the back of these flatbeds, they don't make a lot of noise. They'll jump on the back, and moving cardboard boxes from one truck to another doesn't tend to make that much noise, to be honest. So it's quite easy to get away with that sort of crime without being noticed. Is yours? Good. There you go.
The lorry driver's confirming that the goods on the back of this stolen wagon have been taken off the adjacent wagon that he's driving. What we've got now is officers searching the services to try and find the extending offenders.
It's clear the raid was foiled thanks to a lorry driver who couldn't sleep.
I see someone hiding in the bushes, and I sort of sat here at the fag and I thought, this is I could see him on the phone, ducked down in the trees. Then I shut my curtain, laid back on the bed, and about 10 minutes later that turned up, and I thought, that ain't right. You can see him running around out there. You know, I thought it's worth a phone call on it at the end of the day, you know.
Oh, yes.
His phone call probably saved the whole load. Now the driver has to account for every box.
469. Are you going to count 469 boxes?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They put a lot of effort into that. The lorry that they were using was stolen. It was put on false registration plates. And to have the old bill turn up just as you're sort of finishing off, one to the better word, was no doubt frustrating for them.
Just the one open.
Just the one open, yeah?
Yes.
Shirts. Henry Lloyd.
The shirts are worth £40 each. This would have been a profitable night's work for the gang. Even though no one was caught, it's still a good night's work for the motorway cops.
These people will commit crime again, and in the end of the day they will lose because we will catch them. That's the inevitable. It's only a matter of time.
At Hopwood Police Station, south of Birmingham, the man arrested by PC Nairn for drink driving is taking another breath test after admitting he had been drinking. Yesterday.
Take a deep breath, blow for as long as hard as you can till that. Keep going, 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 keep going. That's it.
He'd actually been out on a stag weekend and had a fair old bit to drink, which is quite frightening, really, when you think about it. You could still smell it on him.
What did I blow on the road?
44 at the side of the road. And that was you drinking yesterday? So if we'd stopped you leaving Cardiff an hour and a half ago, then it'd have been a lot higher. If I'm going for a night out, then I make sure I'm not actually working the next again day. If I'm working the next again day, I'll always drive at night time. That's a sensible way to do it. If you know you've got to get up early in the morning, then don't drink the night before. Anything up to 39, then we take you back to the car.
It's a narrow escape.
32 and 33.
Thank you very much.
Good man. Okay.
He's just under the limit.
It's a lucky day. Give him a lift back to his car and go.
That's a lesson, that. Don't drink and drive.
Absolutely. We get a lot of drivers who do literally fall asleep because they're drunk and driving a long distance in the motorway. He might well have got another 10 mile up the road and fell asleep. You know, we could still have met each other, but I would have met him down in a field in the embankment in the motorway, you know, or met him at the hospital in the back of an ambulance. Well, Kevin, at least it's not all bad news then, is it?
Yeah, all bad news is going to explain my boss what I'm an hour late.
Instead of a night in the cells, he's getting a lift back to his car. But PC Nairn's not letting him off scot-free.
I'm going to have to give you this ticket, which will cost you £30.
Oh, you the balls.
Hey, you managed to get off with a drink drive.
What's the ticket for now?
That's the failing to wear the seatbelt, the reason you were stopped in the first place. Ticket's self-explanatory, all the details are on the front there, and if you look over on the reverse, I've indicated the fact that the cheque of postal orders to be made payable to the HMCS.
Yes.
He took it on the chin. You know, he was quite happy to accept the seatbelt offence because a £30 fine that he could pay and have no points in his licence was a far better result than having a disqualification for the drink driving offence.
Early morning is usually a quiet time on the motorways. Today, though, is an exception. A gang involved in a cash robbery on the south coast is heading north, up the motorway network towards the Midlands. The motorway cops are ready to intercept them.
Now, it seems as if a vehicle's pulled alongside the cash in transit van, no weapons, and basically all they've done is snatched the cash box. Now, the DS has been in touch with our intel cell and that vehicle is making its way up now. It's M40 North. We need to put a plan in place in order to stop this vehicle and arrest the occupants.
The gang could take many routes through the Birmingham motorway network. But the cops have an advantage. They know the car is registered in Liverpool, so there's a good chance it'll take the M6 north on its way home.
If you can be at junction 13 northbound, static.
The plan is to lie in wait. PCs Elliott and Bullard have the most important job.
So if you can do a stop of that vehicle sometime just after junction 14.
Just after 14, yeah.
Yeah. We know it's M40 now, so how long will that take?
25 minutes. 20, 25.
30 minutes maybe. Okay, unless there's any issues, I think we'll turn out straight away.
The biggest buzz is, without doubt, getting a decent bad guy, if you like, locking up a real decent criminal.
50 miles south, PC's Gary Strain and Dave Gaunt are on patrol in the unmarked car. When something catches their eye.
The boys are back in town.
6 to the centre, Yankee Kilo 02, Tango Zulu Sierra. Vehicle in front, come to our attention. The registration number is clearly shown in hieroglyphics? Italics even. Italics.
Oh, hello.
The centre barrier for a second. Show the Jamaican flag in the corner. It's got a border. It's clearly not legal. We'll perhaps give him a pull over and see what he's got to say about his number plate.
It may not seem much, but the cops know there is often a reason these plates are used.
There's nothing wrong with standing out from the crowd if it's done legally. The problem we've got is that people manipulate the number plates so much that you can't read what they say.
And that's not the only problem.
Chap in the back's not restrained.
It's more than enough to check them out.
Oh, he's out.
He's out.
Have a seat in there, mate. We'll tell you why you've been stopped.
Hello, sir. How are you? Is it your car?
Yeah.
And your name, please?
Anthony Gordon.
Okay. One of the main reasons we've stopped you is not only is your number plate illegal, but also your rear seat passenger was sitting in between the two front seats.
Okay.
They didn't look as though he was wearing a seatbelt to me.
Okay.
As PC Gaunt eyes up the car, PC Strain puts his other senses to good use.
Sure can. Go ahead.
Now I can smell a bit of cannabis.
I'm smoking a cigarette.
You've just had a cigarette? You just had a spliff?
Cigarette.
Is it in the car?
It's finished now.
You haven't got anything on you, have you?
Just a little bit.
Show me.
PC Gaunt hasn't forgotten about the other offence.
Have you got your seatbelt on?
I just took it off.
Just a second.
Yeah.
You sure? How sure are you?
Very sure.
Smell it, see that?
He's going to die as well, because as you're getting flung from the back to the front, you're going to break their necks. Fractured skulls, all right? It's going to save your life and theirs. All right, take a bollocking. I can smell it in the car.
No, he's just been smoking it.
Has he?
Yeah.
All right.
And I've got a spliff and... Dave, that's a big spliff.
Has anybody else got any in the car, do you know?
It's a rather large one.
PC Gaunt now has good reason to search the other occupants of the car.
Obviously you're under arrest for possession of cannabis. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later will learn in court.
What might appear to be a possession of a small amount of cannabis might seem petty to some people, but it's a major concern to me that people do drive whilst under the influence of drugs.
To the west of Stafford, PC's Elliott and Bullard are lying in wait for the gang travelling north with the cash they've stolen.
This is where he comes off at the services.
For a pee.
For a pee. And I have sat there for hours sometimes waiting for a vehicle that never arrives. So any number of events can happen to mess things up.
But the gang are now 20 miles away and closing. Above them, out of sight, the West Midlands police helicopter is still tracking their car as they head up on the M6 toll road. But the cops' plan is in danger of coming unstuck.
The accident on Cheshire at 18 is causing backlog all the way to 16, and obviously everything's going up now, it's building backwards.
Building all the time, sooner rather than later. We were aware that we had to carry out our manoeuvres at least before junction 15 because of the tailback of traffic and what is effectively a solid wall of traffic not moving.
As the gang close in, the cops make their final plans for the stop.
Hello, you're in the dog man. Yes, 12 now.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
The dog handler is vital. We knew these people were robbers. There's a good chance that even when you stop them, that they're going to run.
Do you want me to just hang a bit off you then?
Yes.
You get a tea packet?
No, it's going to be 2 cars, one in front, one in the rear. Right. And try and get across them.
But that might be when they run.
While they wait, PC, Strain and Gaunt are still dealing with the cannabis-smoking driver and his mates.
Driver's under arrest for possession of cannabis. And we've got 2 other occupants. Can we have another vehicle to us, please?
It was difficult because there was only 2 of us, and now Gary's tied up with the driver in his car. I've now got to control the 2 occupants in the vehicle and also look at searching the vehicle as well.
The driver looks like he's going to be in custody. You got any ideas why? No.
I just took a lift from him. I usually get a lift on somebody.
All right. I mean, I can smell a little bit when I put my head in the car, some cannabis. He's got some cannabis on him. Right. Has anybody else got any on them? No. You don't sound too sure. Hey?
I ain't got none now.
You haven't? You got anything on you? You shouldn't have? Get your hands up on the dashboard for me so I can see what you're doing.
At the end of the day, the front seat passenger could have some drugs on him, he could have a knife on him, I don't know. And so you're always thinking that while you're dealing with one person, what's he going to do now?
You sure you haven't got anything before I start? Yeah. You don't sound very convincing, do you?
I found a black pouch in one of his pockets. I've opened the pouch up and there's 5 wraps of herbal cannabis in that pouch.
Sit in the car.
PC Gaunt's suspicions are correct. The rear seat passenger has cannabis on him.
You're now under arrest for being in possession of a controlled drug.
We've got 2 in custody now. He's also got cannabis. So we could have a car as soon as, please.
Just so you know what we found. We've got several wraps of cannabis herbal found on this chap. We get out and do the same to this chap in the front.
Well, he's got 5 deals on him. Is he selling it to somebody else? And if he's selling it to other people, is he going to schools and is he selling it to children? Who is he giving it to?
You get anything on you shouldn't have?
No.
You're the good boy out of the 3?
As PC Gaunt checks out the last man,
You just finished work as well?
PC Strain continues to question the driver.
I take it that's for your own use, is it?
No,
that's yours. You haven't got a cannabis factory at home, have you?
No.
Did you buy that?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to tell me where you bought it from?
I don't even know their name.
All right.
The front seat passenger is clean.
Could we check up recovery of the vehicle as well, please? The majority of the people that we actually deal with draw attention to themselves by doing something that they shouldn't do. Speeding, seat belts, number plates not correct. And when you do stop and speak to them, you normally find out there's something far more serious, bigger and better.
50 miles north, the cops are after bigger and better. The gang of robbers and their stolen cash are just minutes away from where PC's Elliot and Bullard are waiting to spring their trap.
You You start to get a bit of an adrenaline surge because these people are robbers. They've committed a serious offence. You've got to wonder how desperate they'll be to get away.
9-2, vehicle approaching the Doxy Cliff. We're about 2 vehicles behind it in lane 3.
The cops have a good view of the motorway, but it's not good enough. As the getaway car passes them, it's hidden behind a lorry.
Going through any second.
It's another 15 seconds before they realise they've missed it.
Yeah, vehicle in lane 3, half mile.
It was only when we saw the other marked cars going through that we realised it must be through by that point, and that we needed to get out and get up to it.
The gang is now more than a quarter of a mile ahead of them.
And we knew we had to close the gap as quickly as we could because we had the potential for this heavy backlog of traffic from the collision further up the motorway.
But they have to do it without alerting the gang.
If you look behind, you can see our blue lights and flashing headlights quite some distance on some stretches of the motorway, so we need to force our way through essentially without using blue lights and two-tone horns all the time and sirens.
This is when the motorway cops' high-speed training takes over.
These are the 2 marked cars that have closed right up.
Finally, the gang are in their sights. The gang know they're onto them. It's now a high-speed pursuit.
The level of unpredictability in a pursuit situation is vast. And there's only one thing in the criminal's mind, that's to get away.
There's 3 up in it. Pretty sure there's 3 up in this.
The 3 robbers are now travelling at over 100 miles an hour.
Oscar Tango 1-1 immediately behind the vehicle now. It is 3 up, 3 white males.
It's up to Elliot and Bullard to call the other cops in.
Yeah, 9-2, you're going to have to come up. We're going to get the stop in before Yarnfield.
He's going for it, mate. They reacted instantly to a marked car approaching them.
Yeah, 1-1, they're fully aware of our presence. They're looking for a way out, I think.
With the police on their tails, the gang decide to ditch the stolen cash.
Money bag out, money bag out, they're making for it. Yeah, blue lights are on, tell them to stop.
His driving becomes aggressive, he starts to swerve violently from one lane to the other.
Yeah, Bly's vehicle, lane 3, down to lane 2, trying to block us.
Another motorway cop uses the hard shoulder to get ahead of the gang.
They're looking to bail,
As the car slows, the cops block the driver's escape.
You're under arrest, suspicion of robbery.
But one of the gang is off and running. As the backseat passenger is arrested, PC Elliot goes after the runner. The police helicopter also has him in its sights.
That day we were lucky, we had the support in place at the scene, ready to go. We had the helicopter above us straight away, no problem. So the helicopter was monitoring all the time where that person was, that passenger had gone.
Okay, Alpha Oscar 1 for the officers, turn left along that canal bit there. He's in the bushes to your left, come left.
The thief is hiding in a small area of woodland, a job for the police dog.
Alpha Oscar 1, the officers immediately below us, below the helicopter is where he last went in.
At that point, the dog handler becomes the most efficient method of flushing him out.
Face down! Face down, on the floor, now!
None of us knew what this guy was capable of. He's committed a robbery, he's run. What else is he going to do? So it's a matter of getting the cuffs on him as quickly as you can, and at that point you can come down a bit
in the level of sort of force and aggression you're using.
You're nicked!
9-2, one in custody. Okay, have you got any sharps or anything on you? Nothing on you at all? Okay.
You're the dick that threw the stuff out as well. Get up. Needless to say, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention, when questioned, something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
It's the result the motorway cops were hoping for.
The best feeling in the world is actually getting everybody, and we got everybody in that job. Nobody got away, nobody got hurt, and everybody gets a real buzz out of doing something like that.
It's not just a gang of robbers the motorway cops pick up. A mile down the road, other officers find the stolen cash thrown from the car.
I believe there was somewhere in the region of £18,000 recovered, and we're all chuffed to bits.
We haven't had a chance to obviously bag it up as in our evidence bags yet because we just recovered it all off the carriageway. We'll now get it all bagged up properly as evidence, and then it'll be put to them when they get questioned.
If we were American, we'd be high-fiving all round, but no, we're a bit more restrained than that.
The man who bared all to PC Sheargold after being arrested for theft of a motor vehicle was questioned at the police station. No further action was taken against him. The stolen car which got away from PC's Griffiths and Toll was returned to its owner. The man who took it has not been found. The man who blew just under the drink-drive limit paid the £30 fine given to him by PC Nairn for not wearing a seatbelt. The two men stopped in the stolen car by PC Toll were charged with theft of a motor vehicle. Both failed to appear at court and warrants have been issued for their arrest. Inquiries into the gang who tried to steal tens of thousands of pounds worth of shirts are still ongoing. Meanwhile, attacks on curtain-side lorries continue to rise. The cannabis-carrying driver and his passenger were given official cautions at the police station. Both had their drugs confiscated from them. No action was taken against the front seat passenger. And the gang who were stopped on the hard shoulder of the M6 were all charged with robbery. All three are currently awaiting trial.